And they wanted to know why. They're like, how do you do it?
How's she hanging in there?
Exactly. After all these years.
Mentors who have modeled self-care, I think that one that comes to mind the most is the friend of mine who sets aside a day a month to take care of herself.
I have many, but the one person that sticks out the most is who had my position prior to me, is Maddie Jim, and she's just been incredible. She's been sober more than 11 years, and she's been helping our community in so many ways that, you know, just not to want to be like her is impossible.
Dr. Stephen Comer, and he also helped me a lot with that, and helped me really with figuring out time management, how to work with people well, how to listen to their stress issues, and how to help them in that. And I actually find sometimes that helps me, because it helps remind me that, okay, I'm not the only one.
Mostly my modeling comes from my mom. She's a phenomenal person and is very good at having fun. She knows that there are people who can't have fun, and she feels that it's her job on this earth to have fun for people who can't have fun for themselves.
We are allotted 15-minute break in the morning and a 15-minute break in the afternoon, plus a lunch, and we never take it. You know, I mean, we never want to take it because we're too busy. But if you take that 15 minutes, just get out of the office, breathe some air, you know, look at the trees, take a walk, it's helpful.
I have been in a job where, and it was actually with the Department of Health, where it was a policy that there was exercise time built into the weekly schedule.
Sometimes people come in and they say, you know what, I can't deal with stuff today. Yesterday was too hard. And I'll turn around and I'll say, you know what, you're taking a class right now, go and study for an hour. You know, take some time to yourself.
A lot within this past staff meeting, and hopefully we're going to work towards limiting our work hours as well, and knowing and practicing spirituality as well into our workplace. So.
Yeah, me and my coworkers do try to help each other with self-care, and we spend a lot of time talking about how we're doing and asking each other how we're doing, and I think that helps a lot.
And I really try to instill that in the team of saying, what's going on with your coworkers? Check in with them, see what's happening. And if somebody needs space and needs to take a few minutes or needs to go and eat, you know, let them do that.
I get a lot of support from Stella. Whenever I feel like I can't do anything or I can't figure it out, I turn to her.
We started playing disc golf, which is, those who don't know, and I can't believe I'm saying this on camera, but frisbee golf. And we've actually used that even with participants in the program as part of the, you know, therapeutic approach, where folks will get out there and they'll start and they're like, at first it's all competitive, but we really approach it from, you know, it doesn't matter how well or poorly you throw, the fact that you threw, we're going to applaud that and we're going to support you in that.
I tried to steer him away from the bad influences in his life, and like, you're not doing good by doing that.
I can be bad about my own self-care. I mean, I have mechanisms to take care of myself, and then I ignore them. I tend to pile more things on to my plate.
When there are a lot of power and control issues going on in the workplace, I feel like that in itself is an obstacle to self-care.
Time. That's the biggest obstacle, is there's just not enough time to get what needs to get done.
I have a bad habit of putting everything before my needs, and I work really hard against that.
Justice.
Well, what motivated me to start doing the outreach program is I grew up in the neighborhood that we go out and do the outreach at, so that was really helpful.
I think I have an overall motivation of helping other people, and yes, that is still what motivates me.
Hearing about this harm reduction stuff and syringe exchange stuff, and I was like, I will not be an enabler, and you know, went through all of that, and then I turned around and said, wait a minute, this is about enabling people. It's about enabling people to live with dignity, to live safer lives, to live with respect for themselves and for others. And I started to kind of look at that and sort of came around and said, you know, giving people clean syringes is not enabling them, except it's enabling them to live better lives.
I found out I was HIV positive for a good 3 years. I denied it. I destroyed my life. I let everything go. But I decided I was going to take what, you know, this horrible thing that God did, not did to me, but allowed to happen to me, and turn it around and make it something good.
Treating people like human beings and have them feel important in the world, regardless of disease status or behaviors.
Fomenting social change.
My boyfriend was homeless when I was in high school, and my grandma was homeless when she was a young woman. My dad was homeless when I was in high school. When I came to work here, when I came to volunteer here, somebody asked me, what's your motivation for being here? Have you ever known someone who is homeless? And I did not think of those people as homeless.
My friend Richard in LA, he was my he's been my driving force. He served my guardian angel that tells me when things get rough, it's like, okay, just try harder. When things get stressful, when I run across a brick wall and all, it's like, okay, just step back, look at it, and go around it.
There was really, I guess, their recognition of what they saw in me that I didn't see in myself.
You know, I knew a lot of people from that community. I kind of didn't really grow up there, but I knew a lot of people hung out there. And just wanting to give back.
The impetus of helping people who are disempowered and kind of giving them some empowerment with knowledge, and then doing what I can in terms of educating folks and providing a medical service or a nursing service.